Hello, this is Jen Mitchell-Love from Solace Divorce Mediation. I'm in this beautiful garden in Ubatuba, Brazil. This is night 2 of our ceremony retreat. And yeah, this Facebook Live is about how you can escape the programs and thoughts that are associated with divorce in the kind of mainstream human consciousness social culture. So last night when I was in ceremony space, I was very strongly shown kind of the programs that we live our lives with every day. And so specifically related to divorce, you know, the programs when it comes to divorce is, it is hard, it is scary, you must fight, you must spend a lot of money, it must take a long time. And because of those programs, you know, we have all these thoughts that continue to go through, you know, our minds when we're going through something, because if that's what the program is telling us, then we have to have the thoughts that support that program. So that means, you know, you're going to be thinking thoughts that are stressful, you know, thinking thoughts that are making you feel really, really tight and overwhelmed and scared. And so, of course, the reason that you're thinking those thoughts is because your programs are telling you that it must be a certain way. And so last night in ceremony, my dad came to me and he told me about the things that I was, you know, the one thing that I was programmed on and have had a really, you know, difficult 10 months because of this program and because of the thoughts that I was thinking that were making me feel so stressed out and so overwhelmed and scared. My dad told me, you don't have to think those thoughts, you know, and it was as simple as that. And I was like, what do you mean I don't have to think those thoughts? You know, and he said, you don't have to think those thoughts and I said, well, what happens if the thoughts come? And he said, well, if they come, just recognize that they're there and just let them go and think another thought. So I thought, this is perfect for this Facebook Live to share with you. Is, you know, if you're going through a divorce and you're thinking thoughts that are stressing you out or, you know, making you feel overwhelmed or scared, you know, just recognize the thoughts as they happen and then let them go. Because the program that divorce has to be a fight and has to be contentious and has to be destructive, that is not real. It's not real. It's a program that the human consciousness and potentially the dark forces that be that want to keep all of these broken systems in alive still and in power still, they want you to think this, and it's not true. Divorce can be one of the most transformative experiences of your life. And I am at this retreat this week so I can learn more about healing the inside, healing those beliefs, healing those thoughts, understanding the programs, and using the divorce, specifically your spouse who is triggering you, to help us understand what beliefs and thoughts and programs we have running in the subconscious. Because when we can heal those, when we can release those, then your exterior world will completely change. So that is why I'm here. I'm so grateful for this space to do these Facebook Lives. I hope that this message helps you. If you're thinking something negative, just change the thought. It doesn't have to be that. That's a choice. It doesn't have to be negative. It doesn't have to be scary. It can be a beautiful experience of understanding, of transformation, of healing, of release, of growth. And yeah, you can shift from one relationship space to another, from married to another space of relationship in a really flowy, seamless, loving, mindful, intentional way. So I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you tomorrow. Mwah!